The holidays can become expensive fast. From social media, influencers, marketing, movies, all pushing us to buy, we can easily fall into the holiday debt trap. In today's video, I want to share with you budget-friendly ways to still have a great Christmas season without going into debt. Unfortunately, statistics show that the average American family goes into over $1,000 of debt for the holiday season. Now, this is on top of the existing debt that they're already trying to pay off. So when you are planning for the holiday season, I want you to think about your future self, your family. How do you want 2025 to look like in terms of your financial goals? Think ahead before you spend your money or put things into credit card for the holiday season. I love Christmas, and of course, I have many great memories of our season celebrating together. And of course, I want the best for my daughter, but I'm also very cognizant of the fact that things are expensive today. So I want to still give her memories to look back on without costing our family a fortune and jeopardizing our family's financial goals. Before I get to my first tip, I would encourage you to sit down with your kids and your family and set the expectation of what this Christmas and holiday season is going to look like for your family. If it is going to be drastically different than last year and the years prior, you need to talk to your kids and your family about the why. Give them a few reasons. Give them why you're focusing on certain things and not so much on gifts. Kids can be very understanding and they want that perspective. They need that perspective. So give that to them. You don't have to share all of your financial woes and worries, but give them a sense of why you're focusing on certain things and why this year you are valuing experiences more than gifts. Giving is supposed to be an act of love, but with the constant stream of social media, consumption is now on hyperdrive. Everyone is trying to get you to buy something. So you need to take a step back, know that this is the case, and have a plan for your money. First up, let's talk about experience-based gifts. Now, if your household is like mine, we have a lot of stuff, and we are pretty intentional about the stuff that we bring in, but toys and clothes pile up pretty quickly. And it makes sense. We live in an abundant world. There's stuff everywhere. People are generous, so they give us a lot of things. So what we need to do is find ways to create memories without all of this stuff. And I think this is where experience gifts can come in. Experience gifts can also be very budget friendly. The key thing with these types of gifts is to focus on the interest of your children and your family. Find something that the family can do together that's not going to cost a fortune. Now, experience gifts do not have to be these crazy extravaganzas that you see on social media. Find an activity, a simple activity that you and your family can do together, that you want to do, that your kids want to do, not what someone's idea of a perfect holiday experience would be. Because really the ultimate thing with experience gifts is to create these magical moments that become the core memory of our children's holiday memories. Let's not transfer financial stress. Let's not transfer anxiety and other holiday stress onto them. Let's gift them these experiences that they can look back on and have happy memories of. Now, as mothers, I know that there's a lot of pressure to make things perfect, to make things Instagram worthy. So find an activity that you know is not going to be a lot of stress on you as well as on your children. You and I know that sometimes a visit to a playground beats any paid activity. So as you're thinking of the kinds of experience gifts you want to give to your kids, think outside of the box. Brainstorm with your kids about things that they want to do. It may be as simple as baking a whole bunch of cookies and being able to eat them all without you saying no. It may be as simple as heading to the beach in the winter, an activity that kids love even when it's cold, or it could be going on a scavenger hike. The ideas can be endless. but sit down and really plan ahead, get your kids involved so you can do something that is in the budget, but also creates these holiday memories for yourself and your children. Many of us neglect how important time is and how valuable our skills are. So instead of defaulting to buying gifts, consider instead gifting your time or your talent. Now, we all lead busy lives. We're running from work, pick up kids, back and forth, and we have so many responsibilities. The one thing our kids may want this Christmas is just the opportunity to spend time with us, spend time with a parent, a grown up, someone that they can talk to, or just hang out with. Sometimes our kids won't know to ask, or they don't realize that perhaps what they just want is some time, some quality time with mom or dad or both. So consider, instead of giving a gift, a tangible gift for your kids, to gift them the value of your precious time. Now you can brainstorm a bunch of activities that you can do together. Maybe this is the place where you want to teach them a valuable lesson, maybe something that they can practice on and take on as they grow older. A great way to make this tangible is to make those old school coupon books that kids love to make, and now in this case that you can make for your kids. Give them these options that they can pull out to say, you know what, I want a ice cream date with mom, I want some soccer time with dad. Give them those gifts of time, those gifts of opportunities to spend time with you, as well as learn valuable lessons and have these opportunities to also talk with mom and dad without the distraction of phones, maybe other siblings, or work. This gift option is also very budget friendly, and you don't need, again, to go extravagant on this. Really understand and know the needs of your kids. Brainstorm the kind of things that they would like to do with you so that you can fill your coupon books with those. Get creative with the kinds of ideas you can fill your coupon book with. If you need some ideas, I will have a link in the description for lists of things that you can fill your book with. Next tip is to normalize re-gifting. It's totally okay if it's done thoughtfully. If you have something that's gently used or brand new but wasn't a good fit for your kids, consider gifting it to someone who would appreciate it. It's a great way to save money, but also ensures that things get used up. In the next few weeks, I would schedule a decluttering session at home. Gather all of your family members, encourage them to join you, and gather everything around your home that still has a tag on it, that has been barely used, and review to see if it can be regifted thoughtfully. Now, I mentioned that even in our home, even when we are intentional with the things we buy, we still have a lot of stuff, and we live in a era of abundance. So I am sure you're going to find a lot of things that can be regifted thoughtfully from your home to other people in your life. The key with regifting is to make sure it's something the recipient will actually enjoy. So think hard, think slow about the things that you have available and who you can go to so that it can be used properly. Now, alternatively, if you are just uncomfortable with regifting, consider then returning the item back to the store to get store credit. I've done this a few times, and it's a great way for you to reclaim some money back so you can actually buy something that you know your recipient will absolutely love and use. Regifting is a great way to save money, reduce waste, and make room for the things that matter. It's really a win-win on all sides. If you need some inspiration or encouragement to help with your regifting mindset, I'm going to recommend this article, How to Buy Nothing New This Holiday Season, which might inspire you to do this kind of holiday swap with unwanted items with family, friends, with your kids and neighbors. Love reading top gifts and best gifts list for ideas on what to give the people in my life. But oftentimes I find that this list lacks imagination and maybe too generic. So this holiday season, consider then gifting homemade gifts. gifts that you have made yourself or have put together. The key thing is to set the expectations early on that you will be giving homemade and handmade gifts. Now, our kids listen to conversations, they watch ads on YouTube, on TV, they see toys come from the stores, they see their friends having certain things. So you do need to set the idea early on that your child will be receiving something that has been handmade or homemade from you as a parent or from their siblings. Let them know ahead of time so they can prepare themselves for it. Making things has slowly become a lost art, and I get it. It's easy and convenient to buy something and have it arrived already gift wrapped at your door. But this is also something that you can help teach your child about the importance of putting your valuable time into something, into making something that someone else will enjoy. For me, I love baking cookies. I love receiving cookies, and I love also giving cookies. So that is something that I always make homemade each year, and it's something that also I'm getting my daughter to appreciate, to learn how to do. So hopefully she can see if this is a tradition that she wants to continue for herself down the line. If you have young kids, this is the perfect opportunity to have them show off some of their skills, whether that's building Legos, whether that's making cards, whether it's their arts and crafts. Give them the opportunity to make something for someone. Now, my daughter loves to sew, and she's 5, and we have just purchased felt and a large needle for her to practice her sewing skills, and she has made lavender sachets out of them, and it's something that she can do on her own, have pride in doing, and be able to gift as well. She also loves to paint, so we reuse some of her artwork for cards to give on birthdays or holidays, and she loves being a part of that experience. Kids absolutely get excited to participate in creating something for someone, and their creativity is limitless. So encourage your kids to be proactive with the things that they make and let their imagination fly when it comes to making homemade and handmade gifts. I would also encourage that you teach your kids to graciously accept these homemade items. Sometimes we may be caught off guard by a hand knitted scarf or something that was made by a 2-year-old. But let's appreciate the time they took, the talents they put in to make something for us. Homemade gifts are a great way to teach kids that giving can be thoughtful without needing to buy brand new items. So one of the holiday practices we are working on with my 5-year-old is the concept of generosity and empathy. And this is the perfect time to teach them that. There's nothing like the holiday season to instill these valuable life lessons. Today, we are reading books that talk about being thankful, what it means to give, how to show kindness, and why we need to appreciate each other's cultures and traditions. And guess what? The library has so many of these titles and resources to help you find the right book to teach these valuable lessons. Here are 5 of the books I would recommend that you read together to help teach about generosity and empathy. I would encourage you to check them all at your library so you can get them for free. On top of reading books that talk about these topics of generosity and empathy, I'd highly recommend that you involve your kids in meaningful activities that just go beyond giving material things. Encourage your kids to donate things that they no longer want to use or are already done playing with. Encourage them to make cards for neighbors that might be feeling lonely for the holidays. Encourage them to bake cookies and so forth. The list can be endless. And if you have older kids and you have places where you can take them to volunteer, now might be a good time so that they can see that there are others in the world that need more than you and that they also have the power to help other people. I think one of the things that we need to really think about when we're raising our kids is really to help them understand that there is joy in giving, there is joy in helping others, and they can do that from where they are, and they don't need a lot of money to do it. They don't need a lot of skills to do it, but they can start somewhere. The second thing too is to understand that the holiday season isn't just about getting all of these gifts, getting all of these material things, but also experiencing a season that has more than that, that has about family, that's about friends, it's about neighbors, and helping others too. So instill in them those valuable lessons, and those lessons need to come early on so that you can build on top of that before they leave your house. Remember that the goal isn't just to do good deeds, but to help our children understand why these acts are important, why generosity is important, why empathy, why being kind to neighbors is important. Now, the holiday season is meaningful for many families, and it's also an opportunity to raise compassionate and socially conscious individuals. It's a wonderful way to foster the giving spirit even on a budget. Can I also just say that one of the best presents you can give your children might be a library card and all the resources it has to offer. I cannot and will not stop recommending the library enough. I take my daughter there at least once a week, and she knows she has access to not only all of the books, but the friendly librarians, the puzzles that they allow you to take out, and so many other things. So if you're really tight on a budget and you don't have enough to give your kids, then give them the gift of being resourceful so that they can find the things that they can use to learn, develop, and grow into resourceful adults. Libraries are a wonderful thing, and if you have not considered the library and a library card as a gift for your child, consider it. And I want you to check out this video to see how the libraries have changed and what is available at your library that you can take advantage of to not only save you money, but grow your financial education and wealth at the same time. Thank you so much for tuning in. If this video has been helpful so far, I'd love a thumbs up, and I'd love for you to share it with a fellow mom, a relative who is also looking to make this holiday season magical for their kids without breaking the bank. Another tip that I would recommend is you start on this budget-friendly holiday season is to start your holiday savings jar early. If you start saving just small amounts weekly, it adds up over time. We all know that Christmas and the holidays comes once a year, so we need to start planning ahead for the expenses that will come from our celebrations. Now, let your kids see that you're planning ahead when it comes to the holidays. Let them see you work hard and work hard to put away money. Have your kids help you by having them add spare change or even a portion of their allowance to your holiday savings jar. Brainstorm how else you can earn more money in the next few weeks and have your kids be part of that decision on what to spend your money on. It can be super helpful for the family to have one common goal to accomplish that can bring everyone together and focuses your time and energy and money into something that the family can truly appreciate. Kids want to be part of the process. Being part of contributing to a holiday savings jar can make the holidays a little stressful, and it can teach kids the importance of planning ahead. Remember that our children are watching what we're doing, and if they can see that you are clearly working hard, you are working to plan ahead and working to save money and budgeting, they will take that as they grow older and have those great financial habits with their future families as well. And the last tip that I will share with you so you can have holiday season with more meaning and less financial stress is to set a budget for each child. Now, it's important to set an individual budget for each child so you can focus on giving meaningful gifts rather than quantity. This keeps spending realistic and helps prevent impulse buys that don't add much value and only add clutter to your home. I really love the want, need, wear, and read gifting strategy because it provides clear expectations and reduces the feelings of disappointment for the children in your family. Set the expectation that they will receive one gift from the want, need, wear, and read category. So this is the time where you need to listen to the things that they want. They can rattle off a whole list, but have them prioritize the one thing they really want for the holiday season. For the need, figure out something that you know they need. Maybe it's a jacket, some socks. Figure out something that will make their life easier and get them that present. For the wear, this may be something that will take into account your kids' unique sense of style, something that they love, like fancy stockings or a cool shirt that they've been eyeing on. And the last thing is the read part. And this is your chance to choose titles and books that speak to their interest. It doesn't have to be something they're learning in school, but something that they want to do, something that they're interested in. Things like a Lego book, a cookbook, or even graphic novels. You don't have to stick with the traditional books when it comes to this kind of gift. Find something that you know that your kid will love, will read, and really want to consume, so that you are not wasting your money and it is in line with what they were expecting. By clearly defining a budget, and in the case with the want, need, wear, and read gifting strategy, you are clearly defining the number of presents each kid will receive. You set the tone and expectation, and likely your kids will appreciate a few well-chosen gifts more than a huge pile of toys. I hope these tips help you navigate the holidays with a little financial stress and a lot more joy. Remember, giving doesn't have to mean spending a fortune. It's about creating memories, sharing experiences, and spreading your love. Now, as a mother, we either want to recreate the good childhood we had or the childhood we never had. There's nothing wrong with wanting more for our children, but I will share with you a few lessons I've learned when it comes to gifting for kids. First, young kids barely remember anything, especially presents they receive when they are 2 years old or 4 years old. So choose to spend your time and money wisely. 2, young kids don't need fancy wrapping paper. In fact, they won't notice and won't care that you have used the fancy wrapping paper. Don't stress about having gifts perfectly wrapped under the tree or even giving your kids new toys. Be like Santa and put everything in a bag. I have been using the same Amazon reusable bag for the past few Christmases. No one has noticed. My daughter hasn't noticed. This is the bag that we received from a gift, and I have just been reusing it. And that has saved me a lot of time and money. Next, it's okay to make a big deal about certain budget-friendly traditions. Let your kid feel your excitement when it comes to doing these things. They don't know it didn't cost that much. What they'll know and experience is that you were also excited to do these things with them. So show your excitement, show that you are having fun when it comes to doing these activities together. And lastly, we can stress, we can fret, we can sweat about all of the things that we want to buy for our kids. But unfortunately, the honest truth is a lot of these things will end up in the garbage. Our consumption cycle is so fast and so quick. So instead of putting your energy, your financial stress on the line, pull back, think about the things that you want your kids to experience, the memories they have, and refocus how you want to spend the holiday season. Thank you for tuning in to Sisters for Financial Independence. My name is Catherine Agapjan, and I cover topics related to money, motherhood, and everything else in between. If you are looking to improve your spending habits in the new year, this video can help you. And if you want to teach your kids more about money so you raise an adult who handles their money well, this video can help you. Until next time, happy holidays.